Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Embarrassing reason for Lakers offseason inactivity revealed. The Los Angeles Lakers front office received a ton of criticism from the fan base after their offseason of inactivity. Despite chasing improvements to the roster, GM Rob Pelinka has failed to make any additions except for drafting Dalton Knecht and Bronny James. The same group that lost to the Denver Nuggets in the first round last season is coming back for another run, the only change being first-time head coach J.J. Redick this time around. As Lakers fans understandably grow frustrated with the leadership, we are getting a better idea of what went down this summer. The latest reporting by Lakers insider Anthony Irwin offers a brutal insight into the incompetence of the top brass. According to his sources, one of the main factors for the Lakers' inability to make moves is the perception of them as an inept and desperate organization around the league. Another major factor in the Lakers' stagnant summer, a league that feels it can take advantage of what it considers an inept and desperate organization. Anthony Irwin, Lakers Daily. One example Irwin provides to back his claim is the ongoing Jerami Grant negotiations with the Portland Trail Blazers. It has been reported that the Portland Trail Blazers are asking for 2 first-rounders to trade Grant to the Lakers. This is understandably considered a ridiculous price for a 30-year-old non-all-star player on a less-than-ideal contract. However, teams like Portland know that the Lakers are desperate and incompetent, so they feel like they can increase their asking price. Regardless of whether one thinks this is fair or not, it is the current reality. This alone should be considered enough of a reason to make serious changes in the decision-making room. If other teams believe that your front office can be taken advantage of, you need to change that front office. Unfortunately, however, Jeanie Buss has been unwilling to make those tough but necessary decisions, and Lakers fans have to pay the price. Lakers trade pitch nets $160 million wing for first-round pick. The Los Angeles Lakers have 2 unencumbered first-round draft picks to trade for a third star alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but there are players the team could potentially secure for less. Talking heads around the NBA have floated combo forward Jerami Grant of the Portland Trail Blazers as a Lakers trade candidate plenty this summer. Wes Goldberg of the Locked On NBA podcast took that a step further on Thursday, August 1st, when he suggested the time has come for the Blazers to dump Grant on the Lakers for a first-round pick and expiring contracts. Are the Blazers gonna find somewhere to dump Jerami Grant? Goldberg said. It seems like they're trying. They're asking for 2 first-round picks. It feels like they probably should settle for 1 first-round pick, and it feels like they should probably just trade him to the Lakers for a bunch of shortish contracts and a first and kind of bet on the Lakers bottoming out in the future. Grant is under contract through the 2027-28 campaign, player option that season, on a 5-year deal worth $160 million total. He will earn nearly $30 million next season and doesn't make much sense for a Blazers team that finished last year with a 21-61 win/loss record that rendered them the worst group in the Western Conference and tied for the 3rd worst squad in the entire NBA. Los Angeles has made clear it is shopping Russell, an offense-first point guard. His $18.7 million expiring contract is one the Blazers could easily absorb in a swap for Grant and then clear Russell's money off the books next summer. Portland would also get off the final 4 years of Grant's deal, which along with a future first from LA, 2029 or 2031, might be enough incentive to go ahead with the trade. The Blazers may look to get a young player back in the deal to help match salaries. Their roster is already backcourt heavy, though shooting guard Max Christie is one player who might be of interest. The Lakers inked Christie to a 4-year deal worth $32 million on July 6, which indicates the franchise believes in his future and does not want to deal him. However, if LA can secure a player of Grant's caliber and hold on to one of its 2 first-round trade assets, Christie might be a sacrifice worth making. Christie averaged just 4.2 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 0.9 assists in 14.1 minutes per game last season. Grant is not a perfect fit in Los Angeles, namely because his defense was atrocious last year. He posted a defensive rating of 119.7 in 2023-24, while the average league defender produced a rating of 116.1. That said, Grant is 6'7" with a wingspan of 7'3" and weighs 210 pounds. His size and length should equip him to guard wings, both on the perimeter and in the post. Plus, playing with a better cast around him in LA would presumably up Grant's defensive performance. Davis, a first-team All-Defense selection last year, patrolling the paint and cleaning up mistakes would also offer a boost to Grant's defensive numbers. Beyond his potential to guard multiple positions, though, the primary reason the Lakers might be interested in trading for Grant is his offensive prowess. He has averaged more than 20.5 points in 3 of the past 4 seasons and shot 40.2% from behind the three-point line on 5.4 attempts per game since arriving in Portland 2 years ago. Grant's offense would provide the Lakers with 4 quality scorers including James, Davis, and Austin Reeves. He could also help spread the floor and create space for James to operate as a point forward. Los Angeles is liable to take a wait-and-see approach to the trade market now that August has arrived and free agency has cooled off. However, Grant makes sense if the Lakers strike out on bigger stars and can acquire him for just 1 first-round pick. Lakers should avoid the allure of a Jerami Grant trade. Jerami Grant is the Portland Trail Blazers' odd man out. The veteran forward is firmly in his prime and capable of helping a contending, immediate team push for a deep playoff run. However, Portland is in the early stages of a rebuild and will likely prioritize the draft process in the coming years. As such, Grant is viewed as a potential trade candidate ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. The Los Angeles Lakers have consistently been floated as a potential destination due to their need for additional scoring and wing creation. The Lakers also have multiple younger players who could be enticing for the Blazers as they continue rolling the dice on high-upside prospects. According to an anonymous NBA executive who spoke with Sean Devaney of Heavy, the Lakers should steer clear of acquiring Grant. However, should they decide the 30-year-old forward is a can't-miss target, the executive believes GM Rob Pelinka should ensure that Rui Hachimura isn't part of any potential discussions. If they get Grant, I am not sure they are that much better as a team, the executive told Devaney. It's a bad contract. He's a good shooter, but he is not a very good defender. I am not sure he is that much better than Rui, so if you're giving up Rui and a draft pick? I can't see them making that move. It's making a trade just for the sake of making a trade, and that's always unwise. Grant played in 54 games last season, averaging 21 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists, while shooting 45.1% from the field and 40.2% from deep. Those numbers are undoubtedly exciting for a team that has struggled for consistency in recent years. It's also interesting to note that Grant has never been anything less than a second option on an offense. Even with the Denver Nuggets, where he spent 3 seasons, he was second to Nikola Jokic, with Jamal Murray sitting behind him in the pecking order. Yet, in Los Angeles, Grant would be the third option behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis. There's no guarantee his scoring ability alone would make him a logical fit next to the 2 future Hall of Famers. Los Angeles will undoubtedly be active in the trade market closer to February. Pelinka will want to ensure new coach J.J. Redick has all the tools necessary to be a success with the franchise. However, Grant doesn't project to be the right type of player for what the purple and gold currently need. The Lakers would be better served looking elsewhere as they look to develop a roster capable of contending for a championship. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Jerami Grant? Leave your opinion in the comments.